Hey, it's Derek Bishop again. I was the one who did the Batman thing. Yeah, the one Derek Bishop kicks butt on Batman AK. That one, if you want to check it out someday. But yeah, okay, I made this Friday the 13th comic. Yeah, it's my first one. So let's see how I did. So he's like, yay, and then the other guys, and then he's like, oh no. And then Jason comes, and then they're like, run. And then he comes, and then he's like, no. And then it's like slice. He slices him in half, then he runs. Then he opens the door, he runs out, he finds a sword out of nowhere, I don't know why. And then it's like clash. And he cuts them, he cuts their body. And then it's like, and it's like, shh, shh, shh. And then he walks, and then it's like, ow, a girl with her bang, or with her, whatever it's called. It's a colored bun. And then he stabs her, and she's laying on the ground. And she's like, shh, 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 shh. Then he goes, and she's like, ha ha. He is like, ha ha. And then walks and cuts off his head, and he looks like that. Oh, wait. And he looks like that. And he's fighting Michael Myers. It says up at the top, Jason fights Michael Myers. And he goes, he cuts off his head. And then he's like, shh, 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 shh. And then he goes, and he's like, get him. Two people. He stabs that guy. It's gonna get ready to cut that guy. And he slices him in half. Then he just is just staring at him. And then he's walking towards a girl with some ice cream. He stabs her. Then she's laying on the ground, and the ice cream is also. Then he walks away. And it's like he fights Leatherface. It says Jason fights Leatherface. If you can see it that good, but and then he's like fighting, and it's like clash, and then it's like, Rrr. And then he just cuts off Leatherface's head. Then he walks away. And he goes, and then the guy's like, ah! And then he jumps up and stabs him in the throat. Then he's like, shh, 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 shh. While the guy's laying on the ground. Okay, next page. And then some guy comes, and he's like, huh, with two machetes. And Jason stabs him, goes. He's laying on the ground. And then some bounty hunter guy comes with a machine gun. Jason throws the machete at him, and it goes through the machine gun, through his neck. And then he just lays on the ground, and then he walks away. And then someone shoots him with a bullet. The bullet's like right there, and then it's like crack, and then it breaks off half of his mask. And the guy's sights are right there, and he's like, ha ha. Right there. And then Jason's about to take off his mask. He took off his mask. It's some blurry face. And then he just like walks away. And then it says masks, $1. He goes over. Oh wait. He goes over, drops all the other ones and grabs the top one, which looks just like his old one, and he puts it on. Then he walks away. Then the guy who shot him in the helmet is up there, and then he's like, aha, and then the sight is on him again. And then he's about to shoot him. It's like boom, and then it's like clink. It bounces off the machete and just lands on the ground. And he's like, shh, 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 shh. And then he walks away again. Then he goes over to the guy, and then he throws the machete. And then it like lands in the guy's neck right there. And then it stumbles down and stabs him in the throat. And he pulls it back out, and then he's like, shh, 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 once again. And then he walks, and then a guy's with a torch right there. That squiggly stuff is torch. And and then he just throws it, and then it just lands in him. It kind of looks like he's like stabbing him, except he's just pulling the machete out. And then he pulls it out, and then the guy's like sitting there. He walks away again, and then it's like up at the top, there's Alien, and then he's like, Jason fights Alien. And then Alien hops down, and he looks like that. And then Predator sights, those 3 lines are on him. It's like Jason, and it's like pew, and just does that, and then see what happens on the next page. I haven't really finished it yet, but oh wow. So then it's like boom, Alien goes apart. Then Predator does tick 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 3 times, and then he's like this, and then the Predator sights are on Jason, and then Predator's like tick 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 tick, and then Jason's like shh 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 shh. And then he walks away, and then some guy comes up to him and says, "Ah, help, it's the Predator." And then Jason slices him half. And then he walks, he's thinking back from the old times. It's like 650 years ago. And then they're like, haha, the kids. And then while he's drowning, he's like, help. And then those are the bubbles right there that like come up once you drown, and then they're like ha ha ha. And then it's like 650 years later, which is poor old Jason. He goes over, then his mother comes, Jason, it's your mother. And then he throws a machete at her, grabs it out, and then comes, like, grabs it out and then just walks away. Then it's like Jason fights Freddy Krueger, and he's fighting him, and then it's like, whoosh. Jason jumps up and like slams his machete inside the ground on accident, while Freddy Krueger jumps up, and then he's like, haha. And then Freddy Krueger cuts off Jason's head, and then Jason stands up without his head, and it's like Freddy jumps up, and then it's like Freddy leaves, and then he grabs his head, Jason Voorhees grabs his head, puts it back on, and then walks away, then goes, and it's like, the people that drowned him was like, hey, isn't that the kid we drowned? And then he's like, run. And then it's like, no, please, no. He fell down. One of them fell down. Then he stabbed him. Then he like walked to the other guy. Then he threw the machete at him and grabbed it out. And then it's like Jason disappears into the mist. He yells, goes into the mist, and he just teleports to Freddy Krueger. And it's like clash. And then he cuts off Freddy Krueger's arm, and then he like grabs his arm and disappears into the mist again. Goes out, and then a guy says, "Who are you?" And then he throws a machete again, grabs it out, and then that's all I've done. But yeah, so that's my first comic book. I'll do the rest on a different video, and also after I'm done, coming soon. Friday the 13th comic 2 coming soon, and then there's a bloody machete. Okay, see you later, bye.